All right, good afternoon. It's Tuesday here in Fairbanks. Sun's shining. I wanted to do a little video recording for this chapter, chapter 8 in our textbook. It's chapter 12 in the full textbook. Because if you haven't read it yet, it is a big departure from the information or the material we've covered so far, which has been focused on financial accounting primarily. And analyzing financial statement data. So this chapter begins a new direction, as I alluded to earlier, on managerial accounting. And sometimes it's called cost accounting. And a couple of big differences here is that there's an absence of formal rules. We spent quite a bit of time this semester so far learning rules, assumptions, key assumptions that are behind financial reports. This is kind of whatever is needed to support a decision. It's an internal focus on decision making. And so whatever data, whatever analysis supports making a decision, whether it's to make a new product, to price a product, to evaluate a marketing plan, to evaluate acquiring a business or disposing of a business, whatever that decision is, managerial cost accounting focuses on that. But to kind of build some tools, we're going to learn some basic stuff here first. And we may use it may rely on transaction data, but it can get data from any source, current costs, future costs, so forth. And we're going to learn some tools about cost, volume, and profit, and how we estimate how costs behave is really the key here, because as we know, we incur costs to generate revenues, and we want to know how those behave because they can have a big impact on our profitability, and we'll see that in some of the analysis. So we're going to start off by looking at cost behavior and then over different volume assumptions. And then we'll look at profit, including contribution margin. And this is a really important and useful analysis. Even though it's typically focused on managerial, and we're looking at manufacturing context, this is very useful for service-type businesses as well. Anytime you're trying to evaluate the costs and revenues and profits associated with an activity, one of the first things tools or skills we're going to develop is break-even analysis, figuring out how many units, how many hours someone has to work, or how many cups of lemonade you have to sell to make a lemonade stand cover its costs, and then we can look at that, extend it to making a profit or a certain profit amount. And so anyway, this is a kind of neat material because it is new. For us, it's a big departure, and we're going to spend several chapters in this area. Okay,